Hey team, welcome back to the studio. So September is the month of legs. We're going to take September to strengthen and define every muscle within your legs. We're going to use a few exercises to get there. So the other thing besides toning and defining and strengthening you're going to get from this month is a major calorie fill. The muscles in the legs are so big, typically working them is going to also incorporate a little bit of cardio, so you're going to get some additional benefits in terms of calorie burn. Now, I know that we talked a little bit about not working the same muscle group 2 days in a row. Lucky for you, you have a personal trainer as your coach, and what I've done is chosen a different muscle to work every day so that we can spread out the work, so we can keep you safe and not overwork any particular muscle. Things you might need for the month, you'll see them here. One is your calendar that you can print off from the Mo Bryan Training Facebook page. You might want a mat, or if you work on carpet, you don't care to lay on the floor, whatever, you don't need that. But you'll also need something to sit on, and either a child's ball or a towel. So that's what I need for you to gather when you're ready to get your workout on. So exercise number 1 happens on Monday. It's called a V squat. It is exactly what it says it is. You're going to squat in the shape of a V. One wide squat, one narrow squat. You step to get there. So wide, squat down, narrow, squat down. That's one. A couple of things I want you to think about. Knees are always going to be behind toes. Butt is always going to be above the knees. That's in the wide squat and in the narrow squat. From the profile, it looks like this. Knees behind toes, back is straight, back is not overarched, just tuck that tail in, and then narrow. Knees behind toes, chest is nice and lifted. That's your V squat. Your second exercise is a calf raise. You're going to find a little bit more balance if you put your feet about shoulder width apart. Now here's what I want you to think about in the calf raise. Most people roll to the outside of their toe, like this, to their pinky toe. What I want you to do is consciously roll to that big toe. So here, and then a gentle release. You'll notice that I'm not just flying up and then flopping down. So I'm not doing this or this. That's not what we're looking for. From the profile, here's what it looks like. Tall and proud in the chest, lifting to the big toe, high as you can, and then gently coming down. You'll also notice I'm not rocking back onto my heels. That would look like this. That's not what we're after. That's using momentum instead of muscle. You're going to compromise your benefits. So none of that. Next exercise is going to be for your abductors. Those are the muscles on the sides of your hips. I call it the side butt sometimes, so does my friend Darcy. So they're responsible for this action. So I'm going to roll out my mat. Here's what your side kick is going to look like. I want you to put your elbow right under your shoulder. We're going to do it lying down for now. Knee is in line with hip, and then I want you to pull your belly in. So I want you to feel like you're watching TV. Lift it up, and then set this hand palm down right here. That's the target for your knee. You're going to cup your foot like this. So from here to here, you're going to pull your knee in, touch your elbow, and then kick back out. In, out, in, out. Now here's what you'll notice. I'm going to give you a different view. You're going to notice that I pull right into 90 degrees. This knee is in line with my hip, so I'm not here. I'm here. This leg comes up to 90, so I'm not pulling it here. I'm keeping it out here to keep more muscular engagement. And then I'm kicking just in front of my body. Not here, but out here. Those are your goals. Next exercise is for your hamstrings. So you can just roll over on that mat. You're practicing with me. And I want you to put your heels right around your knees and then lift your toes. That's going to force you to stay in your hamstrings instead of pushing down through your toes. Once you get there, I want you to put your hands palm down and then push up through the hips, keeping your hips as high as you can and then lowering back down. Now some of you may only have to come to here before you feel massive engagement in those glutes. That's okay with me. Just come back down. Come here as far as you can. And then exhaling as you lower back down. You're going to work the glutes and into the hamstrings a little. Your final exercise is an adductor squeeze. This is where you might need something to sit on, a child's ball, or you can roll up a towel, put it between your knees, you'll do the same thing. Ankles right underneath. You're just going to put that ball there. You're going to give it a big squeeze, and then release. gentle, and then open up. So that's going to work the inside of the thigh. So complete leg workout. Here's what happens on Saturday. Saturday you're going to go through and you're going to do the first set of every single exercise. You're going to do your V-squat, and then you're going to do your calf raises, and then you're going to do your side kicks, and then you're going to do your hamstring bridges, and then you're going to do your adductors, and then you're going to go through and you're going to do it all again, and then you're going to go through and do it all again. Now the goal of that is to push the heart rate and really give the legs a complete workover. So then on Sunday, you're going to get to take a day of rest. As always, if something hurts, stop doing it. If something's too difficult, stop doing it. Ask them for a modification. If something hurts, pain, doesn't feel right, ask your doctor, ask someone, make sure you're doing all right.